In this web series, I will be talking to someone really special, that is Daniel Ferry. So he is from Zambia and he is right now an intern at Hasura. So Daniel, could you give me your brief profile so that everyone who is watching right now can know you better?
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name is Daniel Piri. I'm a Zambian citizen, but a student in India at Baru University, where I am the GitHub campus expert.
Mm-hmm.
I also happen to be a developer evangelist intern at Hasura,
Mm-hmm.
which is a Bangalore slash Silicon Valley based startup that offers a backend as a service for a GraphQL engine. And I'm also the community lead for a student community on campus called Unified. So
Okay,
that's basically what I do.
okay, Daniel. So you have been to various hackathon in India as well as in Zambia. So how
Yeah,
was your experience with these hackathons?
the experience is always a learning one. So every time you go to a different hackathon, there's always something to learn. If you meet different people, sometimes you meet the same people. There's people who go to different,
Yeah.
hackathons around also. So yeah, like I've had the privilege of meeting so many people around the world,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's a good experience. You learn a lot from so many people around.
Yeah, agreed, Daniel. And Daniel, what type of work you do as your intern position at Hasura?
Okay, so developer evangelism is something not many people know about. It's really hard to explain, but it's basically being a bridge between usually companies that offer software-based products to developers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your job is to be like a middleman between the company and
Mm-hmm.
the developers and the company that offers this software as a service, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means, of course, you have to be technical. You have to have some technical expertise, but you also have to have some people management skills where you have to know how to approach people. You have to know how to, usually it's selling a product to
Mm-hmm.
developers. Depends. Some people are mostly on the selling of a product. Some people are on the developing of content. Some people are more on the engineering side of things and demoing and tutorials. So there's a lot to develop evangelism, and yeah, so that's mostly what I do. So in my internship, I I've done a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
but so right now my focus is on mostly improving documentation and creating a lot of content for the product. This product being the GraphQL engine over a Postgres database.
Mm-hmm.
So so that's basically me like just running stuff on my own, checking to make sure that like the documentation for the product has like the best developer experience and everything is clear and set out and nothing is missing. Also just trying to show different approaches for using the product with different languages, different frameworks, and different use cases just to expand horizons on the product and try and get more people doing different things to use it and to show them how to use it. So basically, that's what I've been doing.
Okay, Daniel, I got your point. So, what are the challenges that you have faced so far right now, being at an intern position, and how did you overcome all these challenges?
When people hear you're an intern, like when I tell people to get internships,
Mm-hmm.
the thing they tell me the most is I have no idea how to do anything, so I can't get an internship, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the whole point of the internship is to learn, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So so honestly, I've found myself in a lot of situations where I have no idea what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to ask a lot of questions. Sometimes they're stupid questions, but that's the whole learning process, right? You never.
Daniel. So there is no question like stupid question. So
Yeah,
like
no.
you,
Okay, exactly. Yeah, thanks for correcting me. I mean, I'd say it's stupid, but like they're like beginner questions, and I feel like they're stupid, but they're not stupid because that's how you learn, right?
yeah, exactly. I too feel the same.
Yeah.
And Daniel, so what do you want to become in life, and what is the roadmap for that?
Hmm. I. It's, that's a loaded question. There's a lot of things I want to become in life, but like
That should be a specific thing that you want to become, and you have thought of about it so many times, like the developer evangelist, what you have said
Yeah,
right now.
okay. So like the developer evangelist thing, I came up with that because so you see that profession deals with, like I explained, developers, and developers are around the world. So it involves a lot of interaction with different people, which I like. It involves a lot of traveling in some cases, which I also like, and in some cases it also involves a lot of public speaking. So if you ask me what I want to be, it's to be a developer evangelist or some sort of role that has all those three things, helping people out, speaking, traveling, something like that. The only thing I can think of that has that is developer evangelism, so that's what I want to be.
So that's great. So you have found it. So what you have planned to achieve that? So what is the
Um,
roadmap that you are going to follow? So that like
so
internship, and then after you want to do something, and then after do, and then finally the position at some XYZ company.
yeah, so I don't really know like if there's like a specific roadmap, but it's different for every company. Depends on what company you want to work on,
Hmm.
or work with rather.
Okay, so what is the company in your case you want to work with?
Oh, I have no idea. Right now, I'm open to anything. I'm looking for a company that would give me the most, not the most, but a good amount of exposure in terms of travel and meeting different people,
Hmm.
and just expanding my network and stuff like that. So any company that's based in maybe three continents, that would be a good fit for me. I'm still trying to start the whole job application process. So what I would say, like the path would be, is to figure out what you want to do and what you're good at, and then once you figure out what you're good at, or really what you like to do, because if you're going to spend a good part of your life working,
Hmm.
it's better you spend it doing something you love, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So find something you love, and then try and figure out if there's you can build a career off of that. So for my case, this was like developer evangelism, yeah.
Hmm.
So then start to reach out to people and ask people who are already doing what you want to do,
Hmm.
and ask them how they got there. And it's not that that's exactly what you need to do, but you need to do something around that or something similar to that, and then you can get to where they are also. So for me, that meant I started attending a lot of meetups. I started going to a lot of hackathons. I started my own community, campus community. Started interacting with different people. I started speaking at conferences and different meetups and events. I started writing a lot of blog posts, technical blog posts, non-technical blog posts. Um, yeah, so you start to do all of that, and then that's I mean that's for developer evangelism, right? So I started to do all that, and then of course you need to get real experience in like a company. So you go for an internship. I went for an internship, and yeah, I've been there for about 4 months now. It's a really good. It's yeah, it's been a learning experience, and I've liked it a lot, because it's that type of internship where you're given the space to grow
Hmm.
and learn while still doing what you love, and then also working and improving yourself and also getting a good experience. Because if you're going to get a job of a bachelor's degree in developer evangelism, it's going to be very, very hard. Because if you look at most of the jobs, they look at people who have 3, 4 years of, even more than that, 5 years of like software engineering experience before you have to, go into developer relations or developer evangelism. So yeah, so for me right now, it's really concentrating on internships and just learning the trade really.
Hmm.
And then when you graduate, I mean, don't leave it till the time you graduate for you to start, looking for jobs. Just reach out to people. There's so many people looking for people to,
I got your
work,
point. And
work with.
so I
Yeah.
have a question. Like you are from Zambia, so it's a small little country.
Yes.
It's a small little landlocked country. So how
Not
is
not really small.
mhm.
Relative to India, yeah, it's
It's
small, but
small.
it's big.
So, what are your plans regarding Zambia? So that I mean to say, like, what have you thought of building a community or something like that in Zambia or not?
Yeah, so there are a few communities that run in Zambia, but mostly to serve professional developers.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back to Zambia for about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, close to 2 weeks ago, I was in Zambia. I just came back, and so I went there and uh, we had interaction with like students and different developers. We had our first developer conference also. That was really good. And so, but before that, I had an event called Inspireathon where I just talked to a bunch of high school students and I asked them what problems they face with taking up tech-related jobs and programming and stuff like that. So we're working on building different communities around Zambia, not just in like the capital, so that we can get more students
Mm-hmm.
to um, to take up programming and to take up tech-related jobs because I'm sure you can see for like if you take India as an example,
Mm-hmm.
just look at the effect that technology has had on the life, the quality of life,
Mm-hmm.
the economic growth with things like Geo, with things like Paytm,
Mm-hmm.
with the software companies that have created so many jobs and created so many solutions for the people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that started with homegrown talent, and uh,
Yeah. I totally agree.
yeah,
So,
so
so,
if
so
so
do you
if I
have
can
any plan to work in Zambia? Because people like
um,
you may benefit their economy.
yeah, no, I'm a citizen of the world. I like to say that, so
That's good.
I'll I'll be wherever
I'm
I need to
impressed,
be.
Daniel.
What?
I'm impressed with the statement that you said right now. So
Yeah.
that's the point that everyone should keep in their mind, not
Mm.
only you.
Yeah, true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. So I mean, I'll be in Zambia, and I'm very young, so I can be in Zambia for I don't know how long. I'll be wherever I need to be. Yeah, I'm a citizen of the world, so definitely, there's a lot that I have planned for Zambia also. So it's not just all about me.
Okay, Daniel, you did a podcast. Can you elaborate more about it?
Yeah, so during my trip to Zambia, I was honored to be like the guest on a podcast called Podcast Zambia,
Mm-hmm.
Podcast ZM. I think you can find it on Google Podcasts, Spotify, or Anchor. So yeah, this was my first podcast. I was excited about it because yeah, podcasts are really cool. I like the whole concept.
Mm-hmm.
And so in that podcast, it was basically just talking about growing, thriving communities
Mm-hmm.
and like the hardships behind community work
Mm-hmm.
and related things. So yeah, so basically it was just talking about how I started and like why I started the community I started on campus, um, and the problems that we've had, and we also touched on the problem of making high school students start coding as soon as possible, and like the effect that can have on the country and a developing country like Zambia.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the podcast was. It was amazing. So the host is Mukuma. There's actually four hosts: Mukuma, Elijah, Cynthia, and Olivier.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah. So they're all really amazing software developers. One of them is the leader of Facebook developer circles for Zambia. The other one is the For Loop, the Zambia lead. The other is the Google Developers Group lead, and the other one is Agora Code lead. So they're very interesting people. It was amazing talking to them.
Okay, so I will link down the description of the podcast. And one more thing, Daniel. So it's the last question that we usually ask people over this interview and motivation series. So, what is your departing
Yeah.
words for the people who are watching this right now, so that they can be inspired from the work that you are doing? And and so that they can uplift themselves from the position they are right now?
And I don't know, have a goal, have something you want to do with your life. Um, it could be different for you. For me, it's engaging people and growing communities and using like technology to better people's lives. For you, it could be, being an artist or being the best software developer you can be, or it could be, being the best researcher. But the fact is, you shouldn't be comfortable with being, I'm going to use the word mediocre. I don't like it, but just don't be comfortable, because nothing good ever came from the comfort zone. So
Yeah, exactly.
make yourself uncomfortable and reach out and see where you can take yourself. Try
Yeah,
new things, also explore.
yeah.
So it's very fun.
So Daniel, it was a very nice talking with you. So you brought up very good points like the term mediocre and don't settle for anything less than
Yeah,
what you deserve. And among
very
and among all, one of the thing that touched my heart was try out new things. So if you try out new things, you will get new challenges, and you know how to. If you get challenges, you know how to solve them.
yeah.
So